Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And we start off today's video in a field of chamomile? Yes, that looks like a field of chamomile. And we are watching a train going up on the viaduct that I built a couple of episodes ago. So there is Batley in the distance. Here comes the train up on the viaduct with the tree on the right hand side, which is part of the field boundary, which does look quite realistic. And there goes the train. In fact, I might just be able to, nope, I am not able to, yes I can, there we go. Off it goes into the distance, into the tunnel just over there, and coming out just over there somewhere. Anyway, in today's video and the next video, so this is going to be a two-part video, I've decided that, after looking at the comments, it should be, or it would be, a good idea just to complete this main line. So the main line is not yet completed. It has a little bit of work left to do, or left to go? Would that be the right way of saying it? A little bit of work left to do. Left to do is correct. A little bit of work left to do. And that is primarily on the other side of Batley, going over to, is it Stratford upon Avon, or just Stratford, because there is no River Avon there. So that is what I'm going to be working on in this video and the next video. So make sure you stay tuned. It's time to get started, and let's finish off the main line. I have no idea what to call this. Should I call this the central main line? By the title, I might call this the central main line, because it is sort of straight through the centre of the map. So that may be what I call it, or the Midland main line, I suppose, would be another way to name it. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, names do not matter at the moment. The line still has to be built. So let's go ahead and get started with that and see how far I can get in this video, and then of course continue in the next. Now, just as a reminder, the place that we are looking to go through is through this tunnel and then come out somewhere, and then over there in Stratford. Is it Sudbury in the corner? It is Sudbury in the corner. I forgot to check that after the last video, but it is indeed Sudbury. So coming out in Stratford. Now, a couple of things to note. One, the HUD is a lot darker. This is just me trying something, just a trial. I have no idea whether or not I shall keep this, but there we go. Secondly, I have Move It installed. Thank you to, now I'm not going to get your name right, am I? So I'm going to look this up. Thank you to, how do I do this now? Oh, how do I do it on Discord? It's the number that I've got to look for. I know the rest of the name. It's just the number. So it is JM764. There we go. Who is, of course, JM764 Studios. So do go check out any mods or anything that he actually does. Check those out. But yes, thank you for messaging me and reminding me of the Move It tool. I thought I had it installed. I did not. And that was probably why I couldn't use it. So there we go. This is what I'm going to do. Currently we have Stratford, the Stratford depot, or sorry, terminus right here. What I want to do is, instead of having it right here, I want it to end up being here. And I want this to be a really large terminus. So I would like Stratford to grow sort of that sort of size. And the terminus, I want to have it just here. Now, if we have a look at the buildings that I'm going to create, and it isn't a quayside one. Let's just say this UK style one here with a large large building, 240 meters to give us an idea. Oh no, press the wrong button. 240 meters to give us an idea of rough distances. This is sort of what we are looking at. Now, if we look at this, you'll also notice that this is going a little bit downhill. This bit here comes up somewhat uphill, and this was prepared from before. You may remember a few episodes ago, I was talking about where I would like this station and how would I connect it to these. So obviously the track here would have to move and curve a little bit. So it'd have to come along here and curve in this way, and then like that. That would be how the track would have to move. Now I could in theory keep the Chagford to Stratford line. I could keep that line into this station here, but in reality I think it is a much better idea to just get rid of this station. I would like to keep the Great Western Railway style though, so I'm going to look for a GWR station, but now it is a through station with a large building, which is, wait a minute, no, because that's GWR. Okay, how big a building would it will still give me these flat small buildings. That is a bit of a shame. That really is a bit of a shame. Although what I could do is I could just build this station up manually, so I could start off with whatever the correct size would be and then work from there. Also, in terms of platforms, I have to figure out how many not 320, 240. Wait a minute, that is a small station too. There we go. 320, 240 meters, there we go. I need to work out exactly where I build this. So if I go ahead and build it, say there, then I need to work out as I said, how many platforms. So what is going to be coming in and stopping here? So we are going to have a stopping service. So that will be stopping there. So that's 2 platforms taken. We have an express service, which I am planning to, unless people in the comments say otherwise, I am planning to terminate the express service in Stratford upon Avon. I was at some point thinking Kingsbridge, but just looking at the size, I need to do all of this. Yes, I need to start working on all of this. Just looking at the size of Kingsbridge and looking at the size of where I'm going to be able to try and fit the platforms in, this is going to be quite difficult. Now, Taunton is going to be a very easy one to have a terminus, but do I want a terminus in Taunton? I'm actually looking at this now and thinking I might be tempted to do that. That could actually be a really tempting proposition. Okay. I need to consider this. Okay. Think. So the trains would be coming along here, where I've actually done a lot of work. Okay, maybe this is a good idea. In which case, am I keeping Stratford upon Avon here? And if I am, what will happen to this station? The station is going to end up... How is this station going to end up being? We're going to end up having Let me just work this one out. So that is 120 meters. We're going to end up pushing that further. It is going to be all the way out here, and then, which means that this will have to go up, up and over. And if that goes up and over, effectively over the station, then this one will not go over the station, and then we continue out that way. Okay, time to test this particular theory now. So I'm going to configure this, and at the moment those are not correct, but that is fine. That is completely fine. 100 miles per hour. We have 100 mile per hour track going through here. So we're going to have 4 tracks. Will that be the right number of tracks? Will that be the right number of tracks? That is a question to ask. For now, I'm going to say that yes, it is. Yes, for now I'm going to say that it is the right number of tracks. I'm probably going to find out very quickly that it is not, but there we go. Then, I would like to have... Do I need fences on this one? Yes. So that is 120, 160, 200. We can make a little tunnel underneath, actually. There is a possibility of tunneling. 200, 240. Though, if no express train is meant to stop here, which it probably will not, all it really needs to do is be that big. So perhaps no more than that. So that is what, 200 meters at absolute maximum. Should we want to do that? Or we just bring it one further this side, so get rid of that, add that in, bring it one further this side, and that is 160 meters for your standard station platform length. Maybe I just do that. I mean, that could realistically work, and if that is the case, I need to start putting some passenger buildings up. I think I need to get rid of that one. Now I'm just looking at the colours of these. I'm going to try and get something with... Oh, it isn't here, is it? It's a very flat station. This is just really, really flat, which is a little strange. No. Give me... What am I looking for? This is passenger buildings. Yes, it is. Not those. This lot. And how do they look? We have a little bit of steps to climb, unfortunately. But it is not bad. That is the thing. So, orange brick is probably the closest. Yes. So, if I get rid of that and try and figure out exactly where the centre of this platform is going to be. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. This is 3. So we are going to be left with 14. So we want 7 on each side. So that should be there. That should be the centre. So if I am building a station here in this fashion, this is what it should look like. If I build it with the correct... There we go. So that will have the steps. Annoying. The steps are annoying, but unfortunately it is all I can do. So we'll have a station that looks like that. Okay. And then... No, that is going to be too high. I was going to say, I wonder if that will fit with it, but no. No, it does not. Okay. So, there we go. That is that bit. But I've just had another thought. Similar to Ely, maybe if I'm going to be running this Chagford, I'll probably be running this Chagford Stratford upon Avon line. Well, that line is probably still going to run. This line is still going to run. So what I will probably need... Okay, what I'm going to need is going to be another platform. And that might help. That might just help. Give me another platform. Great Western platform, please. Where are you? There you are. Oh no, we have a platform. Do I want to increase the size of this platform? Potentially. So make that double the size. Is that something I want? Is that something I want to do here? Possibly. Possibly, because this may be necessary. And then... Now this one does not need to be 100 miles per hour. This is going to be quite a slow track. So... There we go. Just a simple 20 mile per hour track. Oh wait. No, I did that incorrectly. I need the track, then the platform. Track, then platform. Not that platform. That platform. And to be completely honest, when this entire station is built and I push that back, this platform probably will not need to go all the way. So I'll probably do that. Oh, actually, I could do that and get this to completely stay out of the way if I do it. If I do this, there we go, 80 meters. This could work. This could work quite well. But it is going to make the... It is going to make the buildings look very out of place. So I'm going to figure that out. Again, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there is an extra one there. 1, 5, 6. So that is 7. So if I was building it, it'd need to be approximately there. And I've picked the wrong one again. Oh, that is a very big station. In fact, so big that I cannot actually fit it on the road. Was it there that I said? There we go. And is that the right colour as well? I think orange brick is the closest. And then it could still work. It definitely could still work. It's a much bigger station now. And then all I have to do is effectively route that immediately into, so if I get rid of this bit already, I can immediately route this to tracks. What kind of speed are we looking at here? 40, 45, 50. There we go. This is what I was thinking of doing. So you can just go straight into that. And just keep it out of the way already. Might be a good idea. I mean, the train fits, so I should be able to do that. I think I should do that. So if I join this up here. Right. Immediate change for this particular one. Stratford to Chagford, your line has changed. You are now coming into platform 6. There we go. You are now not going to get in the way of anything here, so that is really good. Then what I need to do is, I've got this whole, oh yes, can I use this move it thing? What do I do? Okay. Why are you doing that? There we go. I'm going to pause this to do this, because I think pausing this might be a better idea. I have no idea whether this is going to work, but move it. Crash the game? Possibly. Oh no, it has managed. It looks kind of terrible, but it managed it. So I'm not going to say that did not work. Get rid of you. So you are now connected there. Now can I... Oh, I could have selected the segment, I see. And then what does this do? Okay, that starts again. So now for this one, I could move it maybe halfway along. So do that. Not particularly. That one does not quite work for me. So instead, I'm going to do that the other way. I.e., I'm just going to do this. Pick the right street. Pick whichever one is the right street. This isn't these. Where is it? I know I have it somewhere. No, those are conveyors. None of those. It is not a one-way street. Okay, I suppose I could just do this. And then... Why are you doing that? Okay, well, can I use move it on this? Constructions, yes. Okay. This is where it could be useful. Let's use that as relative. Because if I move this out the way, then go ahead and connect this, then grab or do another move it of this, and again, relatively move it back to a relatively close position. So that is what it was. So if I do that to it, and then, okay, this move it tool is actually quite useful. No, not Z. Well, this is not. Oh yes, I need to select it. So this does not appear to be happy. We're getting there. We are getting there. There we go. That is where I wanted it. Okay, so we do that, and everything remains... Ooh, thankfully just in time for the autosave. I say I do that and everything remains as it is. Now, I've just realised that I'm going to need to move the bus stop, regardless. That bus stop is moving. But I'd like to knock out this station first and then put this bit up. Oh, do I need to put the 50... Oh, I'll put the 50 sign up afterwards. Probably should have the 20 sign coming into here, though. Coming into here, I really should have the 20 sign. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to not demolish everything. Configure that and just demolish this bit. So I take out that bit. Station is still active. I then knock out that. The station is still active. Good. I'm then going to put the tracks, the 100 mile per hour tracks back in. There and there, and then that is now a full length station for this particular setup. Knock that out. Find the right platform first. So knock that out, put that... Oh, actually, it knows what to do. Oh, good. I do not need to get rid of the bus station. It just about fits. There we go. Then we have this. So that works, and then I suppose that could be a thing. Maybe, I guess. Put this in right the way across these. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure how that... Ah, right. Goes like this. It just... Where you want to put a fence. So if I wanted to put a fence... No, not quite. You need to go. You should have been one of those flat platforms which no longer fit there. Get rid of that, put the flat platform in. There we go. Now I have to put the building back in, so I have to find the building, which was the orange brick one. Follow the orange brick road. That's one? Maybe? Yes. Surprisingly found that quite quickly. Okay. So there we go. That's bit done, that's bit done. No need to connect this up just yet. I'm sure I can figure that out. This track, though, is going to have to be double tracked. That could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Take a look at the speeds on this track. That is one of the things that I need to look at. So apparently this one does not actually reach 100 miles per hour for some bizarre reason. It does work though. The double track does actually work. Good. I need to drop this in order to check this bit. It is happy, but sort of happy along that too. Okay. This bridge it should be happy about. This corner is 71. So bring that down to 70. This bit is already 2-track. This station is going to be a problem. That station is going to cause a lot of issues. Just not sure how I'm going to manage that one. There will be a way. There will be a way to fix this. Just not entirely sure how. If I could have a curved station, I could have just built the station along there. That is something that Transport Fever 2 just does not have. This track can remain as is, so I do not have to worry about that track. It is just from here onwards, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tracks needed there. And then this bit onwards for this end. And then this final turn as well will be something I'll need to consider. Okay. So we are definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. But I think before I do this, it may be a good idea for me to work out the opposite way. Work out the opposite direction. How are we going to do this? So, to get towards the end of this video, I'm going to check out what the height is like here. That is the height. If I press shift... Okay. Okay. There is a genuine possibility here that a tunnel, I mean not a tunnel, but an overpass will work. How is that a thing that I could actually consider? But how far down does this need to go? Okay. And then do the same here. I'll sort out the other bits later. The key here is, will this go over? No, leave it flat. Leave it flat. That looks like something that should work. It is a low bridge though. That is a low bridge. So maybe not quite as... I mean, that is quite a drop, but I've seen drops like that before. The other option is out of the station, we are actually climbing as well. Because at that point, surely you would want to, yes, you would want to bridge that. Of course, if I now do that, now you're happy to bridge that regardless. Interesting. Very, very interesting. See, now you have no issue. I think I've just tricked the game. This one is going to have a problem. That one is going to be a problem. But these ones, low bridge, but as long as a lorry does not drive down that, so a lorry will have to go around that way and along that way. I say that, but now we've got this issue. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to this. We will come back to this. Let's go over to Batley and first figure out if that is the station. How are we navigating our way out towards it? So the tunnel is here. That's the tunnel. I want the tunnel to come out over here. Just follow this along. Possibly. Oh, I'm not so sure about this. I'm not so sure about this at all. What speed do we have here? This is the 100 mile per hour track. I will make an attempt to leave that flat and see what comes out of it. Okay. So it isn't particularly happy about keeping it flat in a certain area. That is okay. Now at this point, it is definitely a long tunnel. But where would it level out? Here. That is roughly where we're coming back up. Okay. Okay then. How long a tunnel is that? That's 3 miles long. No, I'd rather not have a tunnel 3 miles long. So I'm going to have to figure out something else here. I wonder if lifting this over the top would do the trick. You, build this road now. Round here, all the way. And turn into... Oh sure, let's do this junction. There are junctions in the UK that look like this, so... do that. And you can still do your job going off wherever you were going. Shepshed, wasn't it? You do that. I'm going to try and rebuild this as a ridiculous flyover, which actually is a really bad idea. But that bit is not ideal. The rest of this could potentially be. Again, just as a test, those trusses are going to get in the way, so that isn't going to help. I do not think a train can fit under... do not think a train can fit under those. Okay. But if I gave it enough of a... there we go. Now there is potential here. There is definite potential. But for what? Could I swap this over to the opposite side and then work like that? That could be possible. I'm not sure. This is a much more gentle slope. One that I would rather have. I'm going to add that in just to see what this does. No, trains will collide. That is a given. Trains are going to collide there. So the only way to do this one is going to be a level crossing. But in doing that, the only way to do this one is a level crossing. I start turning these off this way and then around. That opens up that road. Bring a ring here. Connect up. That becomes a ring. You go around there. Okay. I think I have it. I say I think I have it. I have a solution. Sure. I'll do a tree-lined street. Why not? So, if this is to be a level crossing, what I want to do is I want to do that. And then have this maybe out that way. So, sort of along these lines. So there is the level crossing. Not great, but we have a level crossing, unfortunately. I then do that. I break this road in its entirety there. I build another road. That does have the height clearance. Is that going to work? Will it have the height clearance for these? No. No height clearance for those. Will it have the height clearance for... It even has the height clearance for these. So I do that. And then I hope that this slots underneath, which it does. Can I flatten that? I can. Trying to keep this at 100 miles per hour. Yep, that is enough clearance for a train. So you go up on this bridge, which is quite a big bridge, over the railway, and then back down the other side. And I could even have roads down here now. Okay. That is probably looking a little better. Now that could end up becoming the main road. So this bit will end up being the main road. This will be relegated to some sort of side road. Anybody coming through here would need that main road to go across there. Then you've got that, and then this one. So, yes, okay. Not looking terrible. Now, again, towards Batley. Where and how do I want to do this? Have it come down and follow this area. Where do I have this station come out? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I think this is a good point to end this video. So we've upgraded the I've upgraded the station. This is looking okay. It is not the greatest. It's certainly not the greatest, but it is looking okay. I'm not 100% keen on that bridge. I'll have to come back to that at a later time. But for now, I think that this works. So I'm going to end this video here, and the next video is going to be where I start, well, over here, but just over that bridge over there, and then go see if I can work my way through the valley without something looking absolutely horrible, and get myself over to Batley to have this connected. I'll also then consider working on the other side of this, trying to get connected towards Taunton now, as I've made my decision to run the express train all the way to Taunton. I think that is going to be something that is going to cause some problems, but I will have to see. Thank you very much for watching. This station is a little lower than I expected. Wait a minute. If the station is that low, why could I have just not lifted the whole station? Then the tunnel would have worked and I would not have this mess. Oh. Maybe some additional work to do. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series, where, as I said, we will be starting here, but actually just there, and trying to work north to Batley.